Hi everybody, this is foXnoMad, and today I want to help you travel smarter by reviewing the Thule Subterra 34-liter backpack, which might be the ideal backpack for digital nomads. So there's a lot to like about this backpack. I think it does very well as a travel backpack for people who are location independent, or for regular daily use if you're the type of person that throws in a jacket in your backpack often, or if you got an extra sweatshirt all the time. If you're one of those people that maybe ties an extra set of shoes to your backpack straps, this might be a really good alternative for you. So the Subterra 34-liter is very cleverly designed. It has this one main pocket, which is a top-loading pocket, and it also has a laptop sleeve within that pocket, protected by Velcro, and you can access both of these pockets through these side zippers here. In addition to the main pocket, along with the laptop sleeve, you also have this front pocket, which is useful for iPads, extra hard drives you may carry, cables, and that sort of thing. Now, the top-loading compartment doesn't have a zipper, but a very strong magnet. So when you unlock the side clips here and roll it open, there's this magnet which makes it easy to get things in and out of. It's not great for one-handed use, so if you have the habit of taking one hand and unzipping your bags and grabbing things out of it, then this bag is not going to be ideal for that. But other than that, it's pretty well designed. It's also nice that you have the side zipper, so if you're in airport security, it's really easy to take the laptop in and out when you're going through airport security, for example. Now, the build quality of this backpack is exceptional. The materials that Thule have used on the outside and the inside of this bag, including this soft fleece lining, are really high quality. This is a bag that is going to take a lot of knocks. It looks like it's going to last a long time through a lot of use, just based on the quality and the thickness of the exterior that they've used here. It also looks pretty sleek as well. The bag comes in 3 colors. That's this black color you see, a blue color, and a dark red. And there is also this small side pocket, which is kind of a quick grab pocket you can use to carry a passport, or maybe just a small camera that you happen to grab, or your cell phone. It's sort of a quick grab pocket on the side here. Now, one thing that I will mention is that the front pocket, which is very spacious, this is a generally spacious bag, but that front pocket, when you overload it, tends to push into the bag rather than pushing outward. So in order to maintain this very thin profile, it looks like Thule have made this a design choice. So when you fill up that front pocket, it's going to push into the main pocket rather than pushing on the outside. What that does is it makes the front compartment just a little bit tighter than you would like. Now again, if you don't travel with a lot of bulky electronics, or if you don't travel with a lot of camera gear or a drone or things like that, then this bag is going to be plenty spacious for most people. But if you are the type of person that carries a lot of electronics like I do, then it might be getting a little bit tight, especially if you fill up that front pocket. One other thing to mention is that if you do fill up this main compartment, you're going to have to ditch the packing cube that comes with this bag. So although the packing cube is great if you carry a lot of clothes and you might want to just have a laptop with you, if you're a real gearhead, you're somebody who has a lot of electronics, then you're not going to use this packing cube very much. Now, you can put your electronics in the packing cube and then pack some clothes on top of it. That's great. But again, if you have a lot of electronics, you're not going to have that extra space. And one way to sort of open up more space in this bag is to get rid of the packing cube altogether. At 34 liters, it's a very spacious bag, although I think for me personally, I would probably need a larger bag to accommodate all of the electronics I have. Thule does have a 40-liter convertible carry-on version of this bag, so that might be something to check out. But in general, the design of this bag is very accommodating to people who carry a lot of electronics, but also want some extra space to carry a few other things, like maybe an extra jacket or sweater or an extra t-shirt for those long travel days. As much as I like this backpack, there is one thing that I wish they had included with the design, and that's a quick grab pocket on the top or in the front pocket. So what I mean is some small pocket in the front which is easily accessible, so you could throw in your passport or maybe your phone there. It's a lot more accessible than the side pocket, and I don't think the side pocket is really designed for anything other than small gear. It's not really designed as a quick grab pocket. And there are a few things that I really like about this bag, and the first thing is the design. It has a really large front pocket, but it also has electronics in mind, which I feel like a lot of electronic bags don't. So a lot of electronic backpacks, what they do is they have a lot of interior pockets, which is great for electronics, but it's not great if you want to carry additional gear, or you have something like a DSLR, which is not quite a standard sort of folder size, laptop size electronic. In that case, having a large front pocket on the Subterra is great, but having also these side pockets where you can easily slip a laptop in and out of is also really, really clever. And it makes use of it. So a lot of bags, what they do when they have this large front pocket, they don't really think too much about electronics. It's more of an afterthought, or the opposite. So bags that are made for electronics don't think too much about additional stuff that you might want to carry, like a jacket or maybe a sweater or things like that. So the Subterra 34 does a really good job of sort of blending those two things, which is what I have been looking for in a backpack personally for a very long time, and it's hard to find that combination, and the Thule does it very well. It also does weight distribution very well. It's very comfortable when you have a lot of electronics and you don't really feel the weight as much as you do in other bags, at least in my use. I've stuffed this with the same electronics that I carry everywhere in every bag, and honestly this bag has done probably the best of all of them in terms of weight distribution. It doesn't have a lot of padding on the back, which I was worried it was going to make it less comfortable, but somehow those straps distribute the weight very evenly, so you don't really feel it being as heavy as it actually is. A few minor gripes that I do have about this bag is that side pocket is just a little bit too precise of a size for a full 15-inch laptop with the in case on it, which I use. So if you have a larger laptop with a case and you want to slip this in and out, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit easier if the backpack is naked and doesn't have an additional case on it, but it's not a deal breaker. In the past, I've had trouble sticking to a single carry-on because I have so many electronics, probably more than most people. So if you have a lot of electronics, a lot of big electronics in addition to a laptop, but you still want to stick to a single carry-on from time to time, or maybe even full-time if you're a very strict minimalist, then this bag is a really good option for you. The build quality is excellent. The design and the thoughtfulness of the pockets is very exceptional. The only thing that I don't like is that you have to take the packing cube out, or at least incorporate your electronics into it in order to make it really work. So if you're loading this with electronics and stuffing it with clothes, then you might not be able to take advantage of the packing cube quite as well, but if you remove that, then you have a lot of extra space. And I think if you have a lot of electronics and you're a digital nomad or location independent and you want a bag that you can really use as a single carry-on, I think this is a really good choice, and you should really take a close look at the Subterra 34 liter. Let me know what you think of this bag in the comments below, and while you're down there, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you every week. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Help you travel smart by reviewing the Thule Subterra. Makes it easy to... And if you're a